raped. Actually, wasn't raped.
Danni.
Okay, but this is just as bad. Danni, come on. I'm serious. I fought him off. I cracked him in the head with my frying pan.
Hey, my Sistas fans. Let's just dig into Sistas new season 10, episode 6. So I ain't do a review in like 2 weeks. I am so behind with these reviews. But before I start, I would like for you guys to like, share, and comment, and hit the notification button so you know when I post new content. I know we've all been watching Sisters. I see some viewers. I guess the opinion of the new young ladies are up and down right now. For me, I am loving the different storylines that we have to look forward to each and every week. Yes, I love Sabrina and Karen, but like I said in my previous reviews, I think that if any two had to leave, it would be expected that it would be them two. I hear Sabrina is doing very well. She is now going to be behind the scenes, right? As a producer. I don't know if it's going to be with Sistas, but I do see something that said Divorce Sisters and Fatima for some reason. And I seen Sabrina, they had Sabrina on the actual, like a blogger wrote it or something like that. I don't know if she's going to have something to do behind the scenes with those shows, but I guess we'll see. So let's just move along and get started on this episode. Now, I'm going to give my honest thoughts of this episode, which I normally do. I don't want to say that I don't normally give my honest opinion about these episodes. So first we come back from where we left off at, guys. We see Danni sitting at the table with Fatima and Andy. Okay, guys, this is what I have to say about this. Danni was absolutely telling these ladies the truth, right? I don't know why they feel like she's not telling fully the truth. She's really not telling the whole truth. Well, she is telling the whole truth about the story that happened, right? He attempted to rape her. He did not rape her, right? She was actually being honest and said that she fought him off. The only thing Danni is guilty of not telling them, Andy and Fatima and Tony, exactly who it was. Okay, so that's the only thing she's not being honest about, which is the most important thing, but that is what she's not being honest about. Now, for me, guys, I feel like I don't want them to drag this out. I'ma just be honest, okay? Because Danni has been through this more than one time, and the storyline just seems recycled right now with Danni, because she already had this situation happen. Why are we having her have the same thing happen again in the same way, right? That is my issue with it, right? I could see if it was in another aspect of it, like, okay, what I'm saying is, if Danni, well, I would rather not see it at all, to be honest, guys, because as I just said, this is definitely a recycle with Danni's character, and I would like, it to be more to Danni than these little episodes with men, okay? They kind of had Andy move on from the man thing. They gave Karen a happy ending. They gave Sabrina, before she basically had this accident, she was trying to get back with Rich. But this whole thing with Danni, I don't want them to prolong this situation. I want Danni to snap out of it. I want her to actually report him to the police. I know it's going to be drama there because he is a police officer. So I already know. Let's just get to that part, okay? Because Danni clearly, Fatima and Andy, she doesn't want to talk about it, and they pushing just like they did before when Danni went through this whole thing, okay? So the ladies are sitting at the table and they having a conversation, and again, Andy is trying to call the cops. Danni tells her absolutely not. She does not want to call the cops, but she doesn't tell them why. So the next scene jumps over to Tony actually coming in. Danni realizes, why does he still have a key? And girl, he says it's the spare key. And I'm like, wait, he had a spare key? Oh Lord, he done with a spare key yet? I don't know. So in the mix of that part, this is where we get the scene where And Danni actually asks Fatima, is she trying to be Sabrina? And everybody took offense to that, but we got to remember Danni is not in the right headspace. She feel like everything is falling down with her, and then this situation happened. So, I mean, I can understand how maybe she came at Fatima's head, but Fatima nipped it in the bud really quick and said, listen, girl, I'm just trying to help you. I am not trying to be all up in your business, and I'm not trying to be Sabrina at all whatsoever. So I did like that part where Fatima kind of didn't take real offense to it because she knows what Danni is going through. So after that part there, Danni decides that she wants them all to leave. This is Danni's MO though, guys. Every time there's a situation with her, she just wants to try to zone everybody out and try to deal with it on her own, which we see is not happening very well for her because she turns around and be back in those same situations that she's mad about. So I don't know, again, what they're going to do with Danni's character, but I hope they pull her out of this mess and we see something else with Danni, like put her in the shop, let us see some funny scenes with her and Maurice and Pam, put her in, let her just worry about her business. And if she's going to be with Tony, give Tony a chance, let's see the happy moments with them so that we can move on from all this little, especially these situations with Danni. So she says to them she would like for them to leave. And Fatima is the only one that gets it. And I understand at this point, Fatima's like, listen, I'm not begging. I'm not going to, stay here if she feels like she doesn't want us to be here. So I think a lot of people, Fatima is very understandable of that. Like, listen, all right, I don't want to be invading your space. If this is not what you want, I'm here for you, girl. Call me. I'll call you, make sure you're good. But I'm going to leave your space because this is what you want. And I can respect that about Fatima. Andy, on the other hand, is confused. She don't know whether to leave or stay. And I'm like, Andy, get your ass the hell up out of there, okay? Because she's not going to give y'all what y'all want right now, which is the information about who did this to her. So let's just move along. So the ladies decide to leave. Tony decides to stay. And we scoot over from there. And we go over to Fatima coming in the house. And she walks over. Zach is kind of chilling, watching the game. Fatima comes in. She looks visibly upset. And Zach sees it immediately. And he's like, babe, what happened? What's going on? And she's crying, saying it's Danni. The only thing about this part, right, when it comes to Fatima, what makes you think that Danni is not telling the truth, though? I don't understand that part, why the writers did that little situation with her telling Zach that she doesn't believe that she didn't get raped. Now, if the girl said that she fought him off, why would she lie about the rape part? I didn't really care for that when Fatima said that, because I'm like, girl, what makes you think that she's lying? Like, what makes you, I know you see her visibly upset and it seems like she hiding something, but why would it be that, right? I don't know. I just didn't like that scene when it came to Fatima saying that part. So Zach consoles her, and I love how he was there for her, comforting her, trying to make her feel at ease about the situation. And you could tell in Zach's eyes that he really wanted to go off. He really wanted to go, not on Fatima, but he really wanted to go off like, who the hell did this to Danni? And what I'm thinking, guys, my theory is Zach is going to find out who did it. If Zach doesn't find out, it's either going to be Tony. Tony's going to tell Zach, and then Zach is going to get himself in a situation with Officer Green. That is what I'm feeling like. I could be wrong, guys, but my theory is once Zach finds out, and once he finds out who it is going to escalate, because you guys all know how he feels about Danni, okay? So we leave from there, and we go straight over to Andy and Cheyenne. So Andy is getting ready for work, and Cheyenne pops out. Well, Cheyenne is actually already up. I don't even know why she's up early, people, because she don't have a job yet, but that's not here nor there. But Andy is up, and they have a conversation about what Cheyenne is going to be doing for the day, and she tells Andy that she has some plans to check out some stuff. I don't even remember what she said on this part right here. But Andy, she tells Andy she looks really cute in the suit she has on. And she said it would look better on her. Cheyenne is a mess, guys. Okay, I think Cheyenne is going to be the problem of the show. Okay, she's going to be a different type of problem though. We're not going to get this whole baby father, baby mama drama and boyfriend drama. We're going to get something totally different. She's going to be like a Tamara. Okay, she's definitely going to be like Tamara on the show. They just traded Tamara for Cheyenne, basically. Okay, so Cheyenne has a few words. Andy says a few words to Cheyenne, and Andy leaves for the day to go to the office. So their little scene was really quick, and it wasn't much to it. So then we hop over from there. We go right over to Maurice and Paige. Maurice is really going through it, guys. I feel so bad for him. We know how much of a connection him and Sabrina had. And it hurts a little bit to see him so hurt over it, you know? And I know it's going to take him a while to kind of get it together. But Maurice is at the bank and he's talking to Paige. And Paige tries to give him a hug, which was so cute. And she said, you know, I know you need the hug. And they have a little conversation about Sabrina. And Paige insinuates a little bit like as if maybe Sabrina might not make it, but Maurice quit that and said, listen, no, she's going to make it. She's going to be good. And again, guys, when it comes to Sabrina, I believe that maybe, what I feel like they should do is just give us another Sabrina. Now, they do this on plenty of shows where the person comes back, but they're not the same person. They're the same person, but not the same person, if y'all know what I mean. Right? So give us back Sabrina's storyline, right? Have Sabrina come back, but not, of course, it can't be as the actual Sabrina, which is Nivea Brown, but give us another Sabrina, okay? That's what I think they're trying to do, because I don't think they're going to kill her off the show. So if she does not die, then there's an open door to bring back that character. Maybe not actual Sabrina, but Sabrina on the show. So let's see if they're going to do that when it comes to Sabrina, because if we don't get Sabrina passing away on this season right here, then they're definitely going to bring back a Sabrina, but it's just not going to be the Sabrina we know of. Okay, so you know, I feel so bad for Maurice. His scene right here, I feel extremely bad for him. But back to him and Paige, they do have a conversation, and then the conversation is cut a little bit short because in walks the manager of the bank. I forgot about her, but the way she came off about Sabrina, I was a little bothered by. I was like, what does she mean? The way she was acting, because before Sabrina got into this accident, it looked like she was very, very cool with Sabrina and she really liked her, but the way she came more of like, oh, I'm taking over for Sabrina, and you know, and then she said something to the nature of when Maurice was like temporarily, she was like, yeah, maybe. Well, I don't know. I wasn't feeling that part right there, but let's see what happens at the bank. I believe Maurice might leave the bank though. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if he's going to continue to work there without Sabrina. I think we're gonna have him in the shop full time. So that is going to be really good when they do transfer all three of them over to the shop. Danni, Pam, and Maurice. That's going to be hilarious. I could see that coming. So then we jump back over to Danni. Danni, I guess this is the next day. She got some rest. She got up. She noticed Tony is laying on the couch. She goes and tried to put a little cover over him. And when she did that, he actually wakes up. So he wakes up and he tells her, you know, sit down, let's talk. So he tries to have a conversation with her about who did this to her, right? So Danni, again, guys, they pushing this to the limit. She does not want to talk about it right now. Give us some time. Didn't this just happen a day or two ago? Just give us some time to let it marinate and sit in it for a minute and realize that you guys are there to help her. Right now, she doesn't want to say who did it to her. She actually did tell you guys enough in her eyes. She felt like she said enough, which was the truth, but she doesn't want to give the information about who did it. So Tony is still trying to console her, and he has a conversation with her like, listen, how about we go and get something to eat? Now, this part right here, guys, I was almost sure that they were going to run into offers agree. Let me know in the comments if you guys thought she was going to run into Officer Green. I was like, maybe they setting up this scene where they go to this restaurant and then she run into Officer Green. And I'm like, I wonder if they're going to do that. But as we see later on in the episode, they do not run into Officer Green because they come back to the house, and at least we don't know. At least when they come back, is nothing said that they seen Officer Green, or will they do like a flashback and will we see that she did see Officer Green there? I don't know. We'll figure that out a few episodes. I guess we got some more episodes in to figure out if she actually did see him there. So we leave from there and we go to Andy in the office. You know what, guys? I love the office scene. It's something about that dynamic with Fatima, Hayden, and Andy that I love when it's in the office. Like it takes us back to Sisters, right? So not that it's my sisters now, but if y'all know what I mean, it's just that feel of when they in the office and it's like comedy but serious. I love the office scenes. So Andy comes in, and when she comes in, she needs to have a talk with Benson, right? So when she comes in, she sees Benson having a conversation with Hayden. Now, this is my opinion before I start to tell you guys what happened in this scene. As far as Benson goes, I'm not too sure. I'm still up in the air with that. As far as Hayden goes, I don't think Hayden would do anything to hurt Andy. I mean, well, he wouldn't do it himself. He would probably get it done by somebody or know who's doing it or give them the information about Andy to do it. But if I had to say if Hayden would be behind anything when it comes to hurting Andy, I would probably say no. But then you have Andy who comes in. She has a seat. She tells Benson that she wants to ask him and Hayden a question because at first Hayden was going to excuse himself, but she said no, Hayden should stay tuned because this has something to do with him. He might want to hear this as well because he was a part of the group of people that was standing there when Dr. Cruz threatened them all, basically. So she has a seat and she lets Benson know that she was at a friend's house and she got some text messages before her car blew up. Well, the text messages, from what I'm assuming, has something to do with the case. It seems like, I don't know if that's somebody trying to throw Andy off or if this is really Dr. Cruz doing this, right? I know Andy is definite about it being Dr. Cruz, but for some reason, I'm feeling like this may be somebody else that knows what's going on with Andy in this case and making it seem like it may be Dr. Cruz. Now, I could be wrong. This is just my theory, guys. So Andy gives Benson the whole detail on what happened. Hayden, as we know, he has something sarcastic or smart to say. He, in return, tells Andy, you're always basically into something. Somebody is always trying to hurt you, because Andy asked them, did they have anything unusual happen to them over the weekend, right? So Benson said no, Hayden said no. So of course not, because I'm thinking that this person that is behind this is not off Dr. Cruz, right? So Andy explains to Benson, and Benson at first, to me, he seemed like he didn't really believe, he doesn't want to believe that Dr. Cruz is behind it, or he just doesn't believe that Dr. Cruz is behind it. So when it comes to, again, Benson, I'm not too sure about him. I'm feeling like maybe he's really just trying to save the behind of Dr. Cruz to get her to not, go forward with this accusation that he's trying to hurt her or hurt her and her friends. So I don't know. I'm side-eyeing him. And as far as Hayden goes, Hayden may know who's behind it. That's what I'm thinking. And could it be Gary? Could Gary be behind this? We haven't seen Gary, and I believe Gary is leaving the show as well. But we haven't seen Gary, but let's see what happens with this whole thing with Gary. Could Gary be behind it? I see that in the next episode, well, not even the next episode. I think episode 10? No, episode 7. No, episode 7 is next. Maybe episode 8 is when Andy is going to be having dinner with Dr. Bond, and then they said she's going to see like a old time friend, and I'm assuming that's Gary, okay? Because Gary, who else is it? Okay, so she sees somebody that she knows from the past or whatever, and I'm assuming it's just going to be Gary that she's going to see while she's having dinner with Dr. Bond. Now, as far again as Vincent goes, I don't know, guys. I'm not sure if he's being totally honest with Andy or trying to throw Andy off. So we leave from there and we go over to Auntie Fatima and Hayden. Hayden comes in and he puts his 2 cents in. He gets these ladies all riled up. And in the way that he said what he said, it had me thinking, all right, Hayden, do you know who is behind this whole thing with Andy? And could you be trying to, I don't know if it has anything to do with Gary, though, because I don't see Hayden helping Gary do anything to Andy, especially after the situation that happened with Tamara. Now, could it be, I don't think Hayden would be working for Dr. Cruz. It's a possibility, but I don't think he would touch Andy's car. Could it be Chaz? Could he have made some type of side deal with Chaz to get back at Andy and Fatima and Zach? But Andy didn't really have anything to do with the whole Chaz thing, so I'm not sure about that. But Fatima comes for his head, and she tells him that, Hayden, I know you're not talking, being since you was in Miss Marie's hot box. And Hayden took offense to that, and he didn't even know what to say after that, guys. So they do their little banter like they normally do. This is why I could appreciate when they go into the office, because it's always given. I feel like they cannot ever get rid of Hayden. As much as we don't like Hayden, he makes a scene sometime. With his banter and Fatima and Andy, it's always given for me. I love the office scenes with them 3. So we move from there, and our boy Zach gets a phone call about the gym. Now, he gets the phone call that he didn't get the bid for the gym. He's very disappointed. Now, when it comes to the gym, I'm going to keep saying this, guys. I know I keep bringing Chaz in this. For some reason, I feel like Chaz and Madison may be brother and sister. I think that Madison knew that Zach had put in a bid for that gym. Okay, I could be wrong, and I actually want to be wrong because I want Madison not to be who I think that she may be in the show. I want her to be more of a calm to the storm, like because we already got Cheyenne that's going to show out on the show. So I was hoping Madison is not going to be anything behind Madison being there. But I'm sorry, guys. I believe that Madison knew that Zach was trying to put a bid in for the gym. I think that Madison has something to do with Chaz, and that she somehow found out that Zach put in that bid and she bid more, and she winds up getting the place. Now, what's going to happen is, in my theory, Zach is going to partner up with Madison. Madison is probably, I think that Rich is going to make that call to Madison. He's going to tell Madison that he has a friend who put in a bid for the gym, and maybe they could go in together for the gym. This is what I'm thinking. This is how Zach and Fatima is going to get caught up with Madison, not knowing really what she's there for. Now, I could be wrong, guys, but let's see what happened. Let's see if my theory is right, okay? It might start off smooth, but I think it's something behind this. So Zach gets that call. He realized that he lost the bid for the gym. He is very disappointed in this scene. So this scene wasn't really that long. He's hurt. He's disappointed. The next thing we know, he is at Rich's shop. But before that scene, before Zach goes to Rich's shop, we go back over to We go back over to Danni, and before we know, he loses the shop. He go over to Maurice. Maurice pops up at the shop. He talks to Pam. He want to know, how did Pam get the hole in the wall fixed that quick? She said she called Karen, and I was like, okay, we get to hear Karen kind of throughout the season. And she said she called Karen, and Karen gave her the name of somebody who could fix the hole quickly, and Maurice was very surprised that Pam got that done. We move over from there, and bingo, we had Zach that pulls up to the juice shop. He's at the juice shop, and he's talking to Rich. Now, this scene right here, I love these two guys. Their friendship is great on the show. I'm glad Zach has a man there that he can kind of talk to and relate to, because we have so many scenes with the women. But Zach tells Rich that he lost the bid for the gym. And when he tells him the name of the person who bid him out, Rich recognized the name, and he realized that is Madison. And this is why my theory is like it is, guys. I feel like, again, Madison has something to do with Chaz, and she knew that Zach was trying to get that gym. So now she's gonna realize that Zach wants to invest. She's gonna take that investment from Zach, but then she's probably gonna try to sabotage him and Fatima's whole life due to what Chaz has said. I could be wrong, but that's just my theory. So that is actually the end of the episode, guys. We get the preview for the next episode, and it looks pretty good. We got Zach, who shows up at the office like he said he was going to do. He told Rich he was going to go see Fatima after he got the bad news, and he was just going to let her know what happened with the gym. So I believe Rich is going to give Zach a call and tell him to come back over to the juice shop when Madison actually shows back up. So yeah, I think that the episodes for me are going fairly good. I am enjoying them, and I hope you guys are too. My next review is not going to be a review. I'm just going to do a breakdown of the trailer. So stay tuned, guys. I would like for you guys to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button so you know when I post new content. Stay tuned.